Right, we can hear ourselves talk. I don't know how much of that I got filmed, but I'm cutting an extra circle out of the leftovers, and I'll make up the remainder here, probably from around here, and then I'll just be able to join them and glue them on. So I've doubled it up, I've screwed my sheets down, I've screwed the template onto here, taken my axis point, which is the diameter I want, the external diameter, going down probably 2.5mm increments at a time. It melts. You got to go backwards and forwards to clean the trough out. Yeah, this is how I'm doing it. However, this is slogged out a little bit now. So what I'm going to do is take that out and replace it with a tech screw, one of those. So in my infinite wisdom, of course, I made this out of 7mm thick, where are we there, 7mm thick plywood, when really probably should have been more like 4.5mm hardboard or ply or something. That's as deep as it goes, which is about 2.5mm, not deep enough. So I've also got to make up what's left of this circle here, and then I can just take off this whole plate and drop it down one using the same holes and finish them off. So I'm going to try and take the amount out of this end here, see how we go, see if it's going to be big enough. I'll do a dummy run. Hey guys, what's going on? Next installment, I guess, to showing how to build light rings. Yeah, basically LED light rings for your subwoofers and your speakers that go in time and can be any colour you like, basically. Bounce around to the music. They're not a new thing, but I have learned through watching YouTube videos that you can make them out of just cutting board stuff, like knife board stuff you can buy from likes of the Warehouse and Bunnings and Bed Bath & Beyond if you're in America. Anyway, so this is a finished light ring that I've made, or light diffuser really, that I've made for my 12-inch sub. I also have another one that I'm hoping to hook up shortly after I've glued this one down, because I'm running 2 subs in the Bayliner. So just for now, basically I glued with some clear bonding glue, so a good bonding agent, and clamped these two together. One's got a bigger diameter than the other, and the reason for that is the smaller diameter sits down on the subwoofer, so there's a gap there, and once you get that centralized and glued in, you run your LED strip right around here and glue it onto this metal face. So I had to build it out to 2 because that's too narrow. It's like 3/8 or 10 or 9mm, and of course the LED lights, they stick up because they're waterproof, so they sort of stick up further and they get in the way and foul up trying to mount the thing without damaging. Just about to now wipe it with some wax and grease remover and glue this on. It's basically Sally's liquid nails, high strength and clear, so you can't see any rubbish, which is fantastic. So I'm about to do that now, put some glue on it, and then that'll be that for the day, and then I'll jump up in the boat and carry on. We'll get the other sub in. And we're back. Didn't take 2 minutes. I'm just centering it up now. It looks a little bit out of center, so I put some glue on it, and I have smushed it in upside down, of course, So now I'm just checking it for centre before I flip it up the other way and just let it go up, let it go hard. So make sure the light ring is central, so it's not sticking out one way or the other, because this is going to be seen. Cool, so we're good now, so we'll just flip it up the other way and I'll let it dry. How's it going, everybody? This is the second set of speaker rings that I've made. Yeah, these guys, all I did was trace the external speaker. These ones go in the top lounge of the radar arch there, that's covered up. So these guys have to be sealed, watertight really, because they're going to cop a lot of ocean spray, which I can clean off, but they're also going to cop a lot of rain and bits and pieces just dribbling on down there. But what I found, interestingly enough, is using my drop saw, I've managed to create this perfect ellipse by basically tracing around the speaker and then cutting it with my drop saw. And this has been far easier for me than making a timber template like I did for the last two, which is over here. I made all these templates. So using my drop saw, I can pretty much get it to within 2 millimeters of the pencil line, and then I go and just tighten it up, tickle it up, sand it up on my belt sander, get the shape correct, and then hopefully all I have to do then is cut out the insides. So I've got to make 4 of these, and I've got enough left over. This is my 3rd one I'm about to cut up now, but just thought it was interesting. I didn't use a router for these, and the router seemed to take a lot longer to go through the plastic. The router seemed to create a lot of trouble for me, where this probably is going to be quicker, or hopefully. But this one here follows the complete line of the speaker, so it has to be dead right, and the other two I will show you shortly. Alright, I'm going to try and do all 4 at once just to save time. So I've screwed it into my bench there, got a jigsaw start hole here, jigsaw start hole here. The idea is to get as much cut as I can out of it, and then go back in through here, pegged it there. Yeah, we'll see how we go. I don't want to overstress the jigsaw, but it certainly has a lot of grunt, and I don't want to snap the blade, so we'll see how we go. Alright, update. I've been round it twice, 4 thick with the jigsaw. I didn't break the blade, which was cool. Believe it or not, this stuff, I can understand why it's not biodegradable. It's really tough. It's just welded itself together. So even though I've been through it twice, the material behind just gets so hot that it just welds itself back together. So I'm going to split them off now and give them another run through, just with a single one each way, and hopefully we'll be able to cut them off neat. Alright, trying times, eh? Alright. Finally. Yep. Those 2 rings, I don't know, to get them right. Got them in there glued now and clamped. Hours, I should imagine. Hours it took. I'm really hoping that the clock inside isn't wrong and that it's still early in the day. I've got to go and clean up the garage now, and then I'll come back out later on and sand her up.